Creating a blog entry with Easyblog. In this video tutorial, we'll run through all the steps necessary in order to create a new blog entry using Stack Idea's Easyblog extension for Joomla. Before we jump into the mechanics of creating a new blog entry, we should make sure we're fully prepared to create it. The first thing to consider is, what is the purpose of this blog? It sounds like a strange question to ask yourself just before posting your blog, as there's a good chance you've probably already answered the fundamental question. Nevertheless, it is critical you remind yourself of the answer. Go ahead, think hard about this. What are you hoping to achieve with this blog? This should be kept in mind throughout the entire blog creation process. Some common answers to this question would be: are you posting this blog to generate traffic to your site? If so, what's your audience and where will this ultimately lead them? This thought process should help you ensure your work converts the way you want it to. Another answer to the purpose question could be: are you posting to share knowledge without any intent on converting the visitor into a sale or a lead? This can very well be the case too. Again, this will help make sure the objective is met in the end. Who is the author of this blog entry? Identifying an author could be key to the blog's success. Most blog platforms will allow you to specify an author. This author would ideally be credited for his or her work. The author of the blog should be displayed and should be linked to his or her profile. This would ideally include a Google authorship link as well. What categories does this blog fall under? Blog platforms almost always include a grouping logic for blog entries. Identifying beforehand which blog categories to post your entry into will accelerate things. Properly categorizing a blog also helps in its SEO, organic search engine positioning. Can this blog benefit from keyword tagging? Keyword tags are just another way of grouping blogs, a little like the category concept itself. Tags are also beneficial to SEO. Tags are slightly different than categories as they imply a higher level of granularity in linking and fetching content. For example, a blog about sales and cold calling might be categorized under the sales/cold call group, but if this blog and a few others reference, say, a reputable cold call personality, named Johnny Cold Call, then the keyword tag Johnny Cold Call would help readers fetch all blogs with him listed as a tag. This also avoids the blog administrator having to create an endless category structure. Tags are often managed by the blog authors, which in itself creates a good linking dynamic for the whole blogging site. Do you have a pertinent and catchy cover image for this blog? If one of your objectives is to have this blog read, then a catchy cover image will most certainly help this happen. This is often an underestimated task to achieve, and this is why we emphasize it. Finding a pertinent and catchy image is often unpredictable in terms of estimated time to deliver. The cover image can be a simple photo found on a stock photo site, it can be a picture you already have on hand, or it can be a full-fledged infographic concept designed from scratch. This is entirely up to you, the time you have and the budget you want to allocate to the task at hand. Do you have a pertinent and catchy title for this blog? Again, if one of your objectives is to have this blog read, then a catchy title will be required. A title is also key to proper search engine positioning of the blog. A blog about sale cold calling should theoretically include keywords which you believe the target audience will search for. The title should also engage interest and possibly curiosity, in other words, be catchy all while being relative. Do you have a teaser version of this blog? Generally speaking, search engines and blog platforms both require a summary version of the blog content. Blog platforms will often use this as a teaser in a category list of blogs, where visitors click more to read the full version. Search engines will pick up on this and possibly use this as the teaser in their own search results. So, just like the title, you'll want to have a catchy and pertinent intro text for your blog. Is your blog content really ready to post? We certainly hope so, but this is actually about the depth and nitty-gritty of the content. By this, we imply that you should have everything good and ready to post. Examples of elements that are often not quite ready include a list of cited sources, either for external links or footnotes. External and internal hyperlinks. Pre-processed media elements such as pictures, videos, relative captions. A structural breakdown of the blog layout such as proper definition of headers, clear paragraphs, and media elements. Specific content highlighting. Make sure all these points have been evaluated before you jump into the blog creation process. It will save you some head scratching and some trial and errors. Is this blog SEO ready? We understand this is all turning into a lot more than expected for what was supposed to be a simple blog entry. But let's go back to the very first question in our preparation list, which was, what is the purpose of this blog? Most times, just by reverting back to that question makes us a little more at ease with the hard work it takes to get the blog done right. So, we ask again, is your blog search engine ready? If so, then you should already have a list of basic meta tags, a short description of the blog, a set of keywords, 5 or 6 of them, a proper blog title. These all sound redundant, and that's because they are, if you've already done the tags, teaser and intro text portions of this list of tasks. So in a sense, this step should really be quite easy to get through since everything should already exist. Does your blog include call to actions? With so much emphasis on why you are posting this blog, it's only normal to reconsider how your readers will literally do what it is you want them to do when reading it. If your objective is to pull in traffic into your website, then make sure you include links to it in your content. That's what we mean by call to action. If you want to sell a product, make sure you link to that product, another call to action. Call to actions are usually external links in a button or banner form. They are meant to attract and lead to a conversion. If your objective is to initiate discussion on a topic, you may want to incite your visitors to comment on the blog through a catchy, "What's your thought on this?" button. You could also invite readers to rate your blog, share your blog or review it. These are all good examples of call to actions you can and should include in your blog. Do you have measurement solutions in place? It's all good and well to properly plan and execute all of this, but in the end, if you can't tell if or not this blog entry has done what you initially wanted it to, then there's a big part of your plan that's left unattended. Common solutions to track and measure your blog performances include Google Analytics account, your blog platform hit or read counter, the add this sharing counter, your order system to view converted traffic, receiving emails from website forms. These are just some examples of solutions used to measure the success of your blog post. You've invested a lot into this blog. Finding out what works and what doesn't will greatly help for future efforts. Ready, set, go. So now you're ready. Everything is in place for you to actually start integrating your blog using Easyblog. What are you waiting for? Let's get started already. Let's start by opening up your Joomla admin panel and heading into the Easyblog post interface. The first thing we see when creating a new blog is Easyblog's predefined set of blog templates. Templates are handy if you post similar layouts, even if it's occasional. These create constants. Easyblog comes with their set of 4 templates to choose from, but you can create your own based on existing blog layouts. For now, we're going to go ahead and start from scratch with the blank post template. Finally, welcome to the blog editing interface. As seen here, the main posting interface is composed of 2 side-by-side panels with an action bar at the bottom. The left panel is where we manage the blog content, either with the Easyblog Composer, or the default text editor, depending on your choice of settings. The right panel is where this blog entry's parameters will be set. This panel will also be used for other content parameters which we'll see later on in this tutorial. Let's go ahead and enter the blog title first. You'll notice, on clicking out of the title field, that this automatically creates the alias value. This alias, or slug, is what the visitors will see in the browser URL address. This value is worth its weight in gold for SEO purposes, and this is one reason we emphasized on the optimization of the title earlier in this tutorial. However, should you not be satisfied with the alias, you can always override this value by clicking on it. Careful now, changing this value once the blog has been posted and shared will cause broken links, so make sure you're satisfied with the alias before actually posting the blog and sharing it. We often override the default alias just to shrink it by eliminating useless words from it. Next we'll post the main body of the blog. We use the Easyblog composer to do this. You can use the content editor toolbar to choose an action. Let's use the add block function. The blog composer allows you to break down the blog body into blocks of content. Easyblog comes with a large variety of block types which make content management nice and easy, and clean. Block examples include: use the heading block to post titles, H1 through H6. Use the text block to post regular paragraphs of content, text. Use the image block to post photos. And so on. When you add a new block, Easyblog will ask you to place it somewhere. Notice the different areas you can select, over or under, left or right of an existing block. This gives you quite the flexibility in terms of layout, which is much simpler than coding your own HTML and CSS-based containers.
Content blocks can be edited, moved, or deleted through the Content panel toolbar on top. Each block type has a predefined set of parameters which you can edit in the Write Parameters panel. We referred to this earlier in this tutorial.
We hope you've enjoyed and benefit from this support video. Should you require more assistance, please check out our website for different support options.